good, job, boy, man? We're back with some more College Football Ultimate Team, and today we will be making the best team in all of College Football Ultimate Team, comprised of the best player at every single position. Before we start, though, if you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We are on the road to 200 subscribers, and leave a thumbs up on this video if you guys enjoy the content. So we make gameplays, top 10s, and these kind of lists of the best players inside the game all the time. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around, and let's get into the video. Utilizing the website collegefootball.fan, the best place to know what cards coming out. They do early reveals, and you can do your lineup builders there as well. So we're gonna build the best, best position at every spot, best player at every position basically. And offensive line is probably like the easiest one to kind of build. I think the best tackle. I don't think this card is it. I think it's one of the old. I think he would be the best just because he's the most well-rounded. He has everything over 80. You love to see it. Not too expensive either, but O-line is pretty. It is what it is. Offensive line, guard is kind of where I do have a preference. I do prefer the Coogan over the new guard we got yesterday. They're pretty similar in size, whatnot. One's 320, one's 310. Same strength awareness, but he has better pass block power. Same pass block. Better pass block, same pass block power, better run block, better pass block finesse, less run block power, better run block finesse. So just, speed kind of kills. So that's kind of where the finesse moves are what normally eats. Abilities don't really matter in this game. Brailsford is going to be our center today. The 88 is the one I have. There is an 88. He's just not in the CLB.fan because they kind of re-released the card at a different overall for whatever reason. At right guard, we're going to go Rhino over to Castro. Again, doesn't really matter. Pretty similar cards, just slightly better. Offensive line, no abilities. And then at right tackle, the weakest position in the game, in my opinion. I do believe this is the weakest position in the entire game. I am, unfortunately, hopeful for another right tackle to come soon. So at this spot, we'll just go. He's a little bit heavier. We're gonna go with Francis, man. Just for the love of the game, whatever. Tight end is pretty easy though. Vernon Davis is the tight end number 1. 85 speed. Next closest is Gronk at 83 speed. He'll be our tight end too. I'll give you 2 tight ends. That's a nasty combo here between him and Vernon Davis. Great combo at the tight end position if you do like running those 2 tight end sets. Now here's kind of where we get to the fun parts. The receivers are, you can say what you want. I am a little bit of a speed slut, though personally we got AJ Green. He's the best receiver in the game. 87 speed and 85 plus for all the route running, and 83 spec catch. Has to be wide receiver number 1 today. Wide receiver number 2. Now they did drop this Desmond Howard, and he is pretty solid with 86 speed. Great, solid stats. 83 short, 85 mid, 86 deep. It's really, it's solid. With my wide receiver number 2 is going to be this Malik. 6 foot, so a little bit taller, plus his 87 speed, and he does have 84 medium. Comparing to this Desmond Howard, which is kind of where I went speed over anything else. Same deep route running. Both of them have less than 85 short, and 85 versus 84 medium. I feel like they're pretty comparable, plus the addition of speed. This card has played very well for me since I've had him. We've won 2 natties with him, 2 or 3 natties with him. So he is our wide receiver number 2, plus he's 6 foot. And at number 3, we're going to continuously sledding out for the speed. We're going to go Eric Singleton Jr. He is a nasty slot receiver. He can play on the outside as well. He's still, the 87 speed is still killing the game. I don't think there's one DB, one cornerback specifically that can run with 87 speed. So 3 87 speed receivers, you're going to have up on your opponent. Running back number 1, pretty easily, Nicholas Singleton. He's 6 foot, 226, with 87 speed, 86 acceleration, 86 agility, 88 carry, 79 catch, 85 change direction, 87 truck, 87 break tackle. He also has pretty high stiff arm, juke as well. And he is a pretty good blocker as well. I think he's just the most well-rounded back in the game. Top tier speed. And then number 2, they did drop this Allen card, which would be nice to pair him with his teammate. But I think number 2 is his Isaac Brown. He's a lot smaller, not as powerful, but he has the speed and the agility to get around, So I think he has to be our number 2 running back. I'm only going to give you 2 for fullback. This card is, if you pull this card, please sell it. 200K. Fullback, he's the best fullback in the game. Now, I don't know how much that matters, being the best fullback in the game, but he is the best fullback in the game. Moving on to quarterback is where it gets a little bit more controversial. I know people probably wouldn't agree with my last quarterback ranking. I have kind of changed my mind. I think I would have moved Carson Beck up, but the Tebow is a little bit different. Our number one guy is going to be this Nico, though. Compare him to Tebow, he does lose out on the speed and the short accuracy just slightly, but overall, as a passer, he's just much better. He's 3 speed slower, same throw power, though, -1 short accuracy, but all of his accuracy above are 85 or above. Throwing pressure a little bit better than Tebow's as well. So overall, he's just the most accurate passer. He does get the dot ability. I think he's the most consistent. He doesn't have the issue of being a left-handed quarterback as well. So I just think he, is the number one. But if you wanted to, I think there are 2 different kinds of quarterbacks, right? So if you care about scrambling, because right-handed quarterbacks do have more of a hitch now versus last year, so it's not as big as a concern with Tebow versus, but it is a little bit more noticeable going to the right side. But if you want to go quarterback 2, if you like or more scramble happy, gets quarterback involved in the run game than Tebow. But if you like sitting back, dropping back, passing, I would say Nico is the QB1 in the game right now. Moving on to our defense, this is where it's a little bit, pretty set in stone. Free safety is a pretty easy one, though. Corey Parrish, a card I wish I was able to get for myself, but he's 6'1", 87 speed, 86 acceleration, 85 tackle, 81 play rate, 81 pursuit, 87 man, 86 zone, and 83 hit power. Perfect DB. This is a perfect DB for the safety position at this stage of the game. His stats are perfect, like 86, 85 plus for both man and zone, 87 speed. He's the guy, man. He is the guy. I think free safety number 2 comes down between this Halsey card. He's 6 foot with 86 speed, only 80 man, 85 zone, and Rabbit Evans. I think some people will be more, to go with Rabbit Evans, because at Rabbit Evans does have a little bit better man coverage, and he's a little bit taller. I'm a little bit more partial to Halsey because I've had him for a while. Another great option, though, if you were just simply having a backup, if you were going to have it as more as an ability player, right, would be this running like, even though he's slower than those other guys, he does get the discounted ability. So that is something to keep in mind. But we're going to put Halsey as number 2 just because, a little bit better. Put him in the box, he'll be fine. Put him in the slot, however you want to do it. Strong safety number 1 is this Hutchinson, another card I wish I could have got onto earlier, but you live and you learn. And I think strong safety number 2 is going to be this Mack. He's Hutchinson in comparison to Mack. He's 5 inches taller, has +1 speed, same acceleration, +1 tackle, a little less play rec, pursuit, even a little bit more pursuit. Man coverage 85 versus 84. Same zone coverage, a little less hit power, but I think the additional height is where he gets you. He does have a little, his change of direction is a little worse. So that is something, you put him in a lot of man coverage, that may be something you consider, but he does have the speed advantage as well as the height advantage. Even though height you still would get added, he can defend against the Ags a little bit better, but I wouldn't rule that out as a possibility. Going to our will, the only guy I feel like who deserves that spot is Jamori Robinson. He's my guy, a guy who I continuously buy every time he comes out, selling, buying back, just because he's the best, and I just like having him there. I think I like having him as my edge. I think he's as good, if not better, than any other edge player in the game. He's 6'4", 265 pounds with 85 speed, which is really good. 83 acceleration, which you would love to see both of them around 85, but it is what it is. He has 86, 85 pursuit, 86 tackle, 85 play rate, 85 block set, 84 power move, and 85 finesse moves. Overall, really, really solid there. Moving on to our Mike backer spot. Only one guy who deserves a spot is Luke Kuechly, in my opinion. 6'3", 238, so he does meet the threshold where he doesn't move for any stiffness. 85 speed, 84 acceleration, 87 pursuit, 87 tackle, 82 play rate, 82 block set, 86 hit power, and 84 zone. Just under the 85 threshold. You could probably try to get him up with some strategy items, but he still plays really well, plays the ball well. He can guard just about anybody across the middle as long as he has any level of safety help. He's pretty good in man coverage as well. I think he's our middle back linebacker too. Moving on to middle linebacker 3 is a guy who just got another card at a different position. But we're going Anthony Hill Jr. I think he is the only guy who kind of fits that second Mike role. If you don't have him at Sam, if you're not using his Sam card, I think his MLB card is the next best. Or, him and Henderson are two very comparable. He has better zone though. So as a CPU player, he's a little bit better. 6'3", 237. He has 84 speed, 83 acceleration, 84 pursuit. 83 zone. solid car all around. So if you're not using him at will and you don't have Luke Kuechly, I would go him as middle linebacker 1. And as our Sam, like I said, he does have his Sam card 87. He has 86 speed on that car. But Gay Hawkins, or Jackus, however you say his name, is my favorite Sam linebacker in the game. He is 6'3", 275, so a little heavy, but he can do everything on the field. 86 speed, 85 acceleration, 86 pursuit, 88 tackle, 85 play rate, 85 block shot, 88 power move, 82 finesse move. You can put him on the edge, you can put him in coverage, you can man him up, you can zone him out, however you want to do it. This card plays on everybody's team. He is a dog. He's the best, arguably, like compared to anybody else, I think one of the best, if not the best card in the entire game, just because how versatile he is. Like, he can play any position you want him to play across that front four, even a little bit slot action if you know what I'm saying, want to really risk it for the biscuit. You know what I'm saying? He can guard the slot a little bit. Just, like I said, same thing with Luke Kuechly. Give him any kind of help over the top, and he's going to dominate up there. Oh, at cornerback we're going to go with this Scott card. I know everyone doesn't have it. If you know money spent, you can't get him yet because, I don't have him myself, but because you have to buy the levels to get there. But he is cornerback 1, and he is in the game, so that's kind of why we have him here. 5'11", 190, a little shorter than I personally like having a cornerback, but 87 speed, fastest cornerback in the game, 86 acceleration, 85 agility, 85 jump, 83 play rate, 85 man, 85 zone, 85 press, solid stats everywhere. Like, you want to see that 85, 80 to 85 everywhere. He hits 85 at both. On the cornerback 2, it's kind of where it gets a little bit watch. What do you prefer? Like, are you more of a zone versus man guy? If you're a man guy, I would go Cisse. He's 6', 190. He has 86 speed, 87 acceleration, 86 agility, 85 jump. Play rate's a little low at 74. He does have the 86 man coverage and 83 zone, 82 press a little low as well, but 86 man, 83 zone, he still plays. He plays. I hope take him over this Jeremiah Wilson just about 9 times out of 10. And then our third corner, who, if you're more a zone guy, probably be number 2. We're going to go with Cade Phillips here, man. He's 6 foot, so good size, 86 speed, acceleration, and kind of opposite of Cisse is in effect that comparing to Cisse, right? He gets to the where he has 83 man, but 86 zone coverage. So, like, they're a direct flip of each other. It's kind of how it is. Like, again, abilities are not really a big thing. But if you are an ability guy, I would recommend throwing in this Richard Sherman somewhere just because he gets the discounts. Discounted house called discounted ball hawk. -1 AP. He's 6'3". He still plays. Even though there are faster receivers than him, his height does kind of help him get the balls. He probably shouldn't. But again, if you're going to get screwed, you're going to get screwed. But I think he gives you the best chance of not getting head-topped. Going to the defensive end, I've had a little bit of, controversy between going with this Perkins card versus the LT, were the only two right ends I felt like were, comparable there. Perkins have a little bit more acceleration, but he is only 210 pounds, which is kind of dangerous if you run a system where he has to go inside or if he has to have his hand in the dirt. Like, I think they're equal as pass rushers. LT has a little bit better abilities as well. So that is that bigger body, Chief Borders, but he's kind of slow in comparison. And then moving further down is just like Colin Simmons is another guy you can put optionally, but I think at the end of the day, LT is a little bit better. Going on to defensive tackle, another position was kind of funky. So we're going to go Peter Woods just because I think his build and the way he plays in the inside is just, top tier. And backing him up, we're going to go Taylor Carter as DT2. I think these two are the most well-rounded of the defensive tackles. Nice speed and acceleration plus power move, finesse move, and block shed. Both pretty balanced. Both, will be our guys there. At left edge, though, I don't think it's that big of a competition. I love this Popeye Williams. I do have him BND, so he does play for me. He plays inside for me, though, with 82 speed, or 83 speed, my bad. But I think the guy who you want as your left edge would be Dwight Freeney just because of the speed. He is a little bit more expensive. I personally haven't picked him up just because I use Amari Robinson in that position for like half the price. But 85 speed is the top tier in the game, 87 acceleration, 80 strength, 268, 6'1", power move, 80 but 87 finesse moves. I think he has to be the number one just because of the ability to get out the edge. And I think this would be ideally the best defense you can build in the game at the moment. Abilities don't really matter because, bronze, they barely do anything anyway. So finish our list, though. We're going to give you a punter and a kicker, and we're just going highest overall punter and kicker. And that is it. This is the best squad you can build in college football. 26, 86 overall base, probably can up to 87, maybe 88 if you got a theme team, and it is going to cost you right around 10 million coins on PlayStation. But this is the best squad I think could be built in college football 26 at the moment. I think we hit everybody on the head, gave you some options here. Like some of this price got inflated with the Tebow and Isaac Brown. So, you don't have those backups. It'll get a little bit lighter. But this is the squad, man. I think this is one of those teams that plays just about anywhere. As long as you have a good scheme behind it, going to help you win 90% of the time, man. But yeah, I think that is going to about do it for today's video, y'all boys. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys would have swapped anybody out. I think, in my opinion, this is kind of how I feel about what players play the best at what position and what stats matter the most at those positions. But if you guys disagree, let me know down below in the comments how you guys would have rather have put who in what spot, who you would have flipped out for who. Yeah, so just let me know down below in the comments. Let me know down below in the comments what else you want to see on the channel with any gameplays. If the Legends are fired tomorrow, we'll probably have some Legend gameplay like we did last week. Depending, more top 10 lists going to be coming as well at more of these positions, so you can get them, so you don't have to worry about the top of the list, guys. But that's just gonna do it for the video. If you guys are new to the channel, man, please consider subscribing. We are on the road to 200 subscribers. I'm saying, leave me a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. But until next time, I'll see y'all, boys.